Welcome back to High Heels to Happy Feels, where magic meets momentum and your soul leads the way. I'm Natalie, and we are going it alone this week. Steph and I will be back together next week, at least that's the plan, and we hope. So this week, I invite you to sit with me and let's pour a little truth into our teacups because it's Scorpio season. And that means no more pretending that the glitter is gold. So, in the spiritual community, we all love to say, I'm transmuting energy, or a lot of us. Yeah, sometimes that's just code for I don't want to feel this. I've been there. I've done that. I've even journaled it like it was progress, when really it's avoidance in disguise. Yeah. Spiritual alchemy is that brave, messy magic of feeling your way through something until it becomes wisdom. Emotional bypassing, though, that's when we slap the love and light stickers over the cracks and we call it healed. So today, let's talk. Let's sip some magic and get honest about when we are genuinely transforming and when we are just performing our healing. And astrologically, this all fits because we have Mercury and Mars in Scorpio. And they are the cosmic lie detectors. Lilith is there too, burning through the illusion. So if you have been saying, I'm fine this week, the universe is definitely going to be calling your bluff. Okay, for me, emotional bypassing used to wear like a business suit. Back in my corporate days and still kind of now, I'd call it professionalism. I could hold a 12-hour day, ignore exhaustion, swallow emotion, and label it strength. Except what I was really doing was stacking bricks between me and my own truth. And it wasn't even malicious. It was survival. You tell yourself, once this project's done, I'll rest. How many of you can live that world? But that project turns into another one. And suddenly you're spiritually dehydrated, and 2, 3, 4 years down the line, spiritual alchemy would have looked a little different. 5 minutes of breath, admitting I'm overwhelmed, maybe crying in my car before the next meeting. That's transformation. That's energy moving instead of calcifying. And here's what's wild about this. Our current social media structure rewards the bypass. We post quotes out there, and I know you guys have seen them, about releasing things when really we just don't want to sit in the mess. It's emotional photo editing. Crop, filter, caption, done. Bypassing sounds enlightened, but it's just avoidance in designer shoes. And we've all done it, right? The moment we throw a crystal at the problem instead of the conversation. And I am totally guilty of this. Totally guilty of that. So if you can, take a slow breath with me right now. Inhale what is true and exhale what's performative. What's one thing you keep saying you released, but it still hits you in the gut every time it shows up? Could be anything. But I want you to remind yourself right now that that's not a failure. That's your next layer of alchemy waiting. So go ahead and start alchemizing that. So let's pull back the cosmic curtain here for a second. I mentioned Mercury and Mars are in Scorpio. They're really kind of the truth with teeth, and Lilith is unfiltered expression. Venus in Libra as well. So that's a lot of harmony, but not at the cost of authenticity. So if your emotions are high right now, or your patience is thin, you're not regressing, you're refining. This is calcination, not calcification. So this is the burning away of what's false, not stacking things on. So maybe you felt extra sensitive this week. Your dreams have been super vivid, or your tears closer to the surface. That's our Scorpio undercurrent as we're starting to move into this season. You're being boiled down to the essence. We have been taught fear, anger, grief, all of those things are low vibe emotions. But remind yourself that Scorpio, as part of the season of Scorpio, and at all times, that every emotion is actually sacred. It's something that we're supposed to feel through. There's power in naming it instead of judging it. So here's a little magical tool to work with this energy, the emotional refinement practice, if you will. Step number one, feel it. Don't label it. Just let it exist. Let that emotion exist. Then two, name it. Be specific. Is it jealousy, lonely, resentful, proud, envious? Three, express it. Write, move, cry, talk to your guides. And number four, integrate it. Ask, what is it showing me about my own power? And that's where the shift happens. When you stop judging what you feel and start learning from it. So before we rush on, take a second with me. If you're listening while you're walking or driving, just nod to yourself because I know you've done this too. You've swallowed emotion to keep the peace. Now imagine what peace might feel like if it didn't require swallowing anything at all. So there was this one week, and I have a lot of weeks and a lot of examples, chaos everywhere, which is a lot in my life. I kept repeating, stay high vibe, stay aligned. Then one night I just cried, loud, messy, oh my gosh, can't see through my tears kind of cry. And for the first time in weeks, I could breathe. That's when alchemy gets real. It's not staying positive. It's about letting the emotions finish its cycle. Performing says, I'm above all of that. Transforming says, that still stings, but I'm going to stay open and move through. Sometimes being spiritual, being whole, isn't rising above. It's sinking in and saying, I trust myself to feel this and not get lost in it. So close your eyes just for a moment. Unless you're driving, please don't do that. And think of one place in your life where you've been holding it all together. Now picture what it would look like if you gave yourself permission to fall apart just a little. That's where truth starts to rebuild you. All right. Transformation, this isn't about pretending that you're healed. It's getting honest enough to grow through that. So this week, if you feel tempted to rise above or to put that sticker on, ask instead, can I sit within? Because that's where the gold gets made. And if you want to go deeper, tag this, re-listen to the four-step process in this podcast. I walk myself through this process during the weeks like this. It's transformative and it is super helpful. So take one slow breath with me. Inhale honesty, exhale the performance, and feel how simple truth feels in your body. Thanks for spending this time with me on High Heels to Happy Feels. We sip our truth here, stir in a little magic, and remind each other that growth doesn't have to hurt to count. Hit like, subscribe, and share with anybody who's ready to give a little more soul-led, because we want to keep that ripple going. Until next time, stay curious, stay honest, and stay your wild, authentic self, you beautiful you.